Now on to our awesome guest. We have Daniel Fleshman. He's remarkable. This guy is sharp and diligent. He's one of the, his punctuality is one of the main reasons I wanted to have him. He was so good. But Daniel coaches and trains real estate, sales, marketing, social media, and advanced business strategies. He facilitated live events with Tony Robbins, Steve Harvey, Jordan Belfort, and many more. And Daniel will share innovative ways to take listings and secret social media strategies. He showed me some LinkedIn stuff. It's going to be great. So without further ado, Daniel Fleshman.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? You want the cheesy intro video or just jump in?
Jump in.
Let's do it. I love it. I love it. In Florida, that's what we do. Cool. Awesome. So here's what we were going to hit today. Who wants to do some lead gen without endless cold calling? Would that be good? Yes? Even if you don't have tech skills or social media, you don't need to raise your hand, but would that be good? It's for new and seasoned agents. Who here is less than 2 years licensed? And who here is veterans, 2 or more years licensed? Yeah? Okay, cool. And who wants to get listings like a pro that are converting to commissions, regardless of fear, scarcity, interest rates, NAR lawsuits, FOMO? Yes?
Yes.
You good? Okay, cool.
So Daniel
Love
Fleshman's
it.
good.
Love it. By the way, always be gracious to your host. What do we got? Ryan, Stephanie, Danielle, Grace, everybody who helped out. Noah, yeah, round of applause. Anyone over here, good attitude goes a long way. So I was on a flight recently, and I said, I appreciate you. And oh, there it is, in the DJ Khaled voice. And the stewardess came over, gave me a free snack and a free drink. Does a good personality go a long way?
Yeah.
Yeah? Awesome. Okay, cool. We're gonna have some bonus content too. I guess we've got, the QR code. But anybody want to help with getting a listing appointment? I helped an agent get a $2.5 million listing appointment about a week and a half ago. Actually got signed though, to a listing agreement. Good. And then Beverly Hills, we got an agent in with one of the top divorce attorneys in the country. Anybody want to work with divorce probate attorneys?
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, it's recession. So yeah, shoot me a text on my business cell, 407-693-6297, or hit the QR code. Hopefully by the end you'll want to do that. So not selling anything today, just giving away some free gifts. Good? Should be a handout coming around as well. It's a DFly7 if you're tagging me, okay? And so here, this was just a meeting earlier this week. Can I just share feedback from a KW agent in LA? Really quick? Let's do it. Salute.
Hi, my name is Catherine Torres with KW Executive in Los Angeles, California. Most trainings suck. However, I just finished Prudential Real Estate Results with Daniel Fleshman. And let me tell you, I have an appointment with 2 probate attorneys and 5,000 empty, just 5,000 empty nesters that are ready to downsize. This training is great, and if you're thinking about reaching out, you should. Are you ready to get exponential?
Yeah. Are you ready to get exponential? Okay, cool. Awesome. Everybody open to have some fun today while we learn how to make some money? I promise you it's legit. Yes? All right, let's do it. So, here's what we got. So we talked about what we're going to hit. I just updated my presentation. Thank you for bearing with me here. Appreciate you. Cool. Paradigm shift. Can anybody describe a paradigm shift? Yeah? Okay, cool. I have an example. Horse and buggy, right? Some people wanted faster horses or flying horses. Apparently now we're going to have flying cars. So check this out. You know how people want to overcome every objection? I don't want objections at all. Is that a paradigm shift? Is that a bold claim? Can I give you, I promise if you stick to the end, we're going to hit it. But I have a quick video just explaining what I mean. Can I show it really quick? Yep. It's a multimedia. Let's do it.
Oh, that sounds great. I look forward to it. Thanks so much. This is a horrible call. I still got the meeting though. Right?
Because we use like the name drop, the LinkedIn. And if you get an intro from somebody you know who's ever had a listing from a friend or family member, that wasn't a listing appointment. That thing was in the bag. My friends don't give me objections. Who's seen The Matrix, the movie? Remember it back in the day? So like Neo asked Morpheus, he goes,
Trying to tell me that I can dodge bullets.
so you're saying I can dodge bullets? And then what's Morpheus say?
Trying to tell you that when you're ready, you won't have
He says, no, Neo, I'm telling you when you're ready, you won't have to. Stop trying to overcome objection. Be like David Henning. Make more friends, network. I'm telling you, there's more people you could call that would love to do business with you. You don't have to learn how to overcome objections. Is that good?
Okay, you have some skill.
Any Matrix fans in the house? Yeah? Some of you are like, what is this? This is stupid? Okay. So look, spoiler alert, in the first Matrix, Neo's like, I can dodge bullets. In the second one, Morpheus is like, no, you can just stop them. But wouldn't it be cool if you had like no objections at all? Does that sound ridiculous? So let me ask you this, your friends and family members don't give you objections, do they? Okay, who here understands why working with divorce attorneys right now is a good idea?
Everybody's getting divorced.
Yes, and Sally and Bob are not checking interest rates before. Yes, it's ridiculous, yes. Sally and Bob are not checking interest rates, so that's out the window. Guess who tells them they have to sell? The judge. Who's suing the judge for that commission? Nobody. No NAR lawsuits on that one, right? So Beverly Hills, is that a good place to maybe find a divorce attorney? Yeah. So I have an agent in LA, we looked up high net worth divorce attorney, not $99, right? So what happened was my client, a KW agent in LA, I said, do you know this Beverly Hills divorce attorney? He's like, Daniel, I think maybe our kids go to school together. I'm like, are you kidding me? Let's call him right now. And we did, and it took a few weeks. I flew out on my own dime, and you'll see in a second. But like, when your kids go to school together, do you think you're gonna have less objections, right, than if just randomly cold calling people? Yeah? What if you could do that with pretty much everyone you wanna work with? Would that be cool? Okay, stick with me, we'll hit that. And also, do you wanna get home sellers and referral partners to call you to list? Would this be good? Yes, take that as a yes. Anybody like Tony Robbins? Yeah? Anybody gonna go see him here in a few weeks?
Yep.
I worked with him for 5 years. He said, Daniel, make a lot more money if you like engage, everyone willing to play full out? It's up to you. I like money. How about you guys? All right, so also I want, again, homeowners that'll work with you regardless of interest rates, low inventory, and any market conditions. Muy bien? Anybody speak Spanish? Okay, I'm poquito. Check this out. 80 to 90% of luxury homeowners, guess where they are? LinkedIn. Guess where they're not? TikTok. Don't cancel me, okay? We don't have to do any more dances. That stuff's over, in case you didn't get the memo, right? So look, LinkedIn's 20 years old. Who here's graduated college, changed careers, or had somebody say, where's your LinkedIn in the past 20 years, okay? All you need is to go on once and just add everybody you know. That's really it, okay? But who here's on LinkedIn? Who here will jump on LinkedIn if you could never have to really cold call ever again, potentially? That'd be good? Okay, cool. You can download the app if you want. We'll hit a few things on it today. Oh, and QR codes. Who knows QR codes? The QR code generator. So if you want to add me on LinkedIn, click, go ahead and hit that one right there. On LinkedIn, just really quick. So who's your favorite celebrity? Anybody have a favorite celebrity? Cristiano Ronaldo, hopefully not the Kardashians. We follow celebrities, connect with our network. I'll say that several times, everyone forgets. So connect with your network, follow celebrities. Got it? So you can connect with me. Awesome. So this here, again, seriously, who wants some strategies that are gonna work in this market, regardless of like the recession, the depression, the high interest rates, that are consistent? Yes? Yeah? So who here, just so I know how much time to spend on it, is open to work with divorce and probate attorneys? Yeah. Anybody a little bit like nervous, like how would that ever work? Why would they work with me type of thing? Yeah? Would you like to see me set an appointment with an attorney in about 60 seconds? Would that be valuable? Okay. I think so. Is that it? Okay, I thought that was it. Did I update my presentation? Is that later on? Look at that, when the title company and mortgage company. So that one's coming up. Okay, that's the preview. Just kidding. Daniel Fleshman. Oh, okay. This is the one from Beverly Hills. I'm sorry. You know when your team's updating your slide deck and they forget to change a slide. So this is the one from Beverly Hills where we explain it. We'll hit this one real quick. Hey, Daniel Fleshman, Exponential Business Coaching here with.
Let me you, KW Executive.
And what part of the country are we in today?
Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills.
The Mayborn.
Mayborn, yes. We just had a great meeting with a high-profile
Divorce attorney.
Probably one of the more high-profile attorneys in the country. Yes.
Yeah.
Scale of 1 to 10. How did the meeting go?
With 10.
A 10.
Yep.
You believe he's going to refer you several listings per year?
Definitely.
Several.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not to give you too many secrets. With an attorney, we have a way to actually funnel in business, and from there, he's going to refer business back to us, and it's look like a great 2024. Yeah. And his client base deals with people with $5 million to $20 million and up assets.
That's right. And he wants to keep everything above the table.
Yep.
Just referral partnership. Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Awesome. And he's giving us referrals to several other high net worth attorneys. Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Are you ready to get exponential?
Let's go. Anybody run the numbers on that one? Not to impress you, I want this to happen to you. So what was the average net worth of his clients?
5 million.
5 to 20. So what do you think your house is if you're at, let's say, $10 million net worth?
4, 5, 6 million.
And GCI would be about what? I don't know, but he could make $500K to $1 million a year, I think, from one person, right? So there's also high net worth divorce attorneys here. Yes. Is there more real estate agents or attorneys in the United States?
More attorneys.
No, there were until about 2018. They're about 1 to 1. So there's a ton of them. But yes, that's one thing we want to do. Okay, cool. If you don't, we got plenty of other stuff. All right, who wants some market-specific data? Would that be good? Yeah? Okay, cool. Here's another category. Who here has ever worked with somebody downsizing or wants to work with people downsizing? Yeah? Probably gonna be 2 transactions, right? We're gonna leave Florida for, I don't know, South America, right? I don't know where you're gonna go from here, right? So check out this search. Which MLS are we in? Stellar. I mean, there's PropStream, there's like Remind Pro. Has anybody played with any of these? Yeah? Okay, cool. So what if you do a search like this? What if there's no mortgage? But do they care about interest rates at that point, actually? No, they're not gonna take the money to Vegas, they're gonna put it in the next house? Okay, got it, noted. 2 stories, why? I heard when you're 70, you don't want 2 stories. Empty nest, live there for 20 to 30 years, like, right, is this sounding close? Is anybody seeing how many are in this little area? Wait, is this the right area? No, wait for it. Oh no, did I not hit save? I did it for this area. Okay, I pulled up the wrong slide deck. I have it for your market. It was about 10,000 here in St. Pete as well. That's Riverside, California, isn't it? Okay, but it was about 10,000, right? Does anybody want to work with them? There's 70 million baby boomers. How many have like retired? Like 2 million. You think they're getting squeezed with inflation? And it's 2 transactions, right? So what if you could get them to reach out to you? Would that be cool? I'll look for these slides, or I'll make it up to you. I'll do them with you one-on-one if you want. So that's gonna be no mortgage. What about luxury? Where's luxury start in this market? 750 and up? So there's like 30, 40, 50,000 within 45 minutes of here. Is that about right? Yeah? Okay, cool. So how hard would it be? Would it be an impossible task to get the names and phone numbers and emails of like 30 to 40,000 people? Is that doable? It is? Yes? How in the back, how would you do that?
You can use services like Mojo. Vulcan will do that.
Mojo, Vulcan,
Remind,
title company,
actually
Remind.
pay for a service.
Yeah? It's not a mystery?
Yeah.
And then you'd be able to email them, direct mail them, call them, market them, add them on social media?
Yeah, it's
Yeah?
like $75.
Is that a good idea for a farm, right? If you're gonna be farming, why wouldn't you have all of them? Yeah?
Yep.
Okay, cool, good stuff. And then absentee owners. So there's in-state and out-of-state. So 20% of transactions in every market every year are out-of-state owners. Anybody ever worked with them? Yeah? So the listing, not to brag, I want you to do this too, I think it's the future. The listing appointment we had the other day, the properties in Virginia, homeowners in Colorado, listing appointment on Zoom, listing agreement signed via, yes? DocuSign, yeah. Is that the future? Anybody want to do that more? That was pretty cool. So yeah, anybody want to work with absentee owners? Good stuff. You can get a list of them as well, and what if you could get them to call you? Would that be good? Don't lie, I know nobody wants to pick up the phone. Come on, right? Okay, let's be real. I think this is me setting that meeting. Do you want to check it out? Just yeah? Okay, let's do it.
Yes, is this Scott? Yeah. I texted you when you were in Mexico. Talking about the property. So I actually work for one of the top agents with Keller Williams out there. Like, are you open to paying a commission? Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So, is there a date that would work? It's going to be Gordon and potentially one of our colleagues. Do you have time? Maybe tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, for sure. And then what we could do is probably set up I was looking you up on LinkedIn, by the way. Are you still doing fan on LinkedIn? I was looking you up. That sounded pretty cool. They would, if they could take a look. And
I'm gonna cut it short for time's sake. At the end, the agent actually validates that it happened. So, but does anybody want to do that more? That'd be a little bit less scary. We were also like the first homeowner to talk to them. Is that pretty good? Would it be cool to be the first homeowner to talk to every FSBO? Who would take me up on that? The first first agent. Yeah? They're nice. Did you know that? Super nice. And all the agents I work with, they're always the first agent to call. If you're the 101st, they're probably saying they need their mouth washed out with soap or something, right? So we want some more effective and efficient ways. I don't know if we have time at the end, but if you want, sometimes I'll set listing appointments with somebody, see me after, see if we have time. Would that be fun? Okay. So who here has a little bit of call anxiety or is not a big fan of the phone? Yeah? What if you picked it up every single time you picked it up, you set a meeting? Would you pick up the phone? Wouldn't be so bad? Okay, cool. I have a script that works 99% of the time. Do you want to see it? Can I get a yes?
Yes.
Okay. Should be looking like that. So, 30-second backstory. Who's old enough to remember these? Who has an iPhone or can you pick up your phone? What's your name?
Kathy.
Can I give you a high five? With a K. Watch out with those Kathy's for a C. Good. How do we hang that up?
There's a
Like,
button.
yeah, like this. No, this, right?
Yeah.
Versus what we do with the old ones. Slam them down.
I'll slam them.
Isn't that way more satisfying?
Oh, yeah.
It's great. 20 years ago, knock on wood, I would get swore at, hung up on the whole nine. Doesn't happen anymore. Here's why. So who knows Bob? Everyone's heard of Bob, right? I met him in 05. He said, Daniel, use stories and games when you're teaching. So I have a 30-second game that will teach you the perfect script made before Matthew
Says, hey, I've got this great program I want to bring to your market center, and to be responsible for helping you. Do you have anything that's related? I said, well, it is going to be helping with your market center, but it is not a VW program that I have. So at that point, I was like, yeah, no, I'm not ready to bring anybody in at this moment. And so then at that point, Daniel said, well, do you know, and threw the name of one of our team leaders, and which is a really good friend of mine. I said, yeah, we know him. And Daniel said, some really great things about you.
Here comes the Hail Mary right here. Hail Mary. Yes, the landed. I threw out his number, cousin's name from Texas.
And we got into talking, and by the time we knew it, I stopped what I was doing because I was doing other stuff while he was talking to me. And by the end of the conversation, we connected. I listened to what he had to say, and to mention, booked him for this evening to have to come in and talk to my agents. And I don't regret it.
I'll cut it short, but is everybody with me here? Like, you don't want to cold call ever again? Who remembers the silly movie 6 Degrees of Separation? Kevin Bacon? LinkedIn will get you 1 degree from anyone. Would you rather get an intro than cold call? Good stuff? Okay, cool. Awesome. So I have to go quick here. I guess I have limited time today. We'll try to hit the most important stuff. Again, feel free to text me if anybody wants. I'll be happy to help you get some deals. We have agents that are taking deals all over the country. Okay, cool. How about this? Who wants to, instead of, I guess can you gamble at the Hard Rock in Miami now? Really?
Yeah.
Table games? Uh-oh. I don't gamble. But nobody wants to gamble with their business, right? You want to bet on a sure thing? Who's that quote from? Anybody? The original Wall Street movie, Gordon Gekko.
Yeah.
He also said information. It's the most valuable commodity I know of. Do you want to know before anybody else, like when people are ready to list? Would this be good? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, can we begin with the end in mind? Who's read Think and Grow Rich? Yeah? Or 7 Habits, I think, too, has it in there. So, do you want to see what I think of where the lead sources are, like where these listings are coming from? So we can reverse engineer it, yes? Be good? Okay, cool. So, expired and FSBO. Before you roll your eyes, what if you could get them to call you? What if the expireds, you could get them to call you? Or the FSBOs, what if you're the first agent to maybe talk to them? Would you swing the bat 10 times? What's your first name?
Rob.
You know a little bit about baseball?
Yeah.
A 300 batting average, great or horrible?
A 300 batting
Hall of
average is
Fame.
Great.
Yeah. So you strike out though, how many, like 7 out of 10 times?
Right.
And you're Hall of Fame. So if you call 10 FSBOs and you get like 3 or 4 listings, right? You're doing fine. Yeah? Okay, cool. So everyone open to work with expireds if they might call you, or FSBOs if you're like the first agent to talk to them, yes? Because if you could pick up a few a year, I think I know, but what's the average home price in this market?
Over 600.
6, so GCI would be just under 15 to 18-ish with shades, okay? It's about close, okay, cool. So, here we go. Okay, so who's mad at Will Smith? I'm not gonna go there. But who remembers the Pursuit of Happiness movie? Was that a great movie? Okay, does anybody, the Easter egg's so big, I feel like you can't see it. Remember when he was on the phone and he was not good on the phone, but he got really good on the phone?
Yeah.
Anybody remember one of the things that happened? I'll give it away. Did you know that? Say that again?
He jumped to the top of the list.
Have you been watching my trainings?
I love that movie.
Really? No way. You're the first person to ever answer that. Round of applause.
Yes,
That's the
yeah.
first time. Can you tell everybody?
Oh, I said he jumped to the top of the list.
Why would you call the top of the list?
Because he wants the big...
The high net worth?
Yeah.
Who likes luxury? You're subconsciously already doing this. You want to call the most expensive luxury or the least expensive lot? Right? So Pursuit of Happiness strategy is what I call it. So who's been to Salt Lake City? I've been there a few times. So they had 8 FSBOs when I went in the summer. And this was their most expensive one. It was on a TV show. Who remembers Extreme Home Makeover? You remember that one? Yeah? So anyway, do you want to see what happened?
Yeah.
Okay, let's check it out. Well, I fly out tonight. Could I come? I want you to go have lunch. Could we come in an hour? Could we come in an hour and a half or something?
Yeah, come in an hour.
Hour, you got it. We'll see you then.
Okay, bye.
Thanks so much.
Okay.
These are the children's bedrooms. I've never seen anything quite this crazy. Is that wild? 33-foot slide I'm about to go down. We'll see you on the other side. that wild? Okay. Whoa. Okay. Look at that.
Loft up there. You alright? Sounds like a big foot. Good.
I'll cut it
Here we
off.
go.
33-foot slide. Here's my question. Right? Here's my question. So, what's the GCI on this? Who's good at numbers? Who's good at math?
It's like 10,000.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably, right? Roughly, if you're capping and everything. So, like that, plus you get to go down a slide. Or do you want that? And I don't want to get in trouble. Can I say somewhere from LA or Miami? Is that okay? Or would you rather be in like, Liberty City or Compton, right? Or wherever, right? Or would you rather be in a dangerous area, or would you rather be in a really fun area making a higher commission? You with me? Getting this? Just sort high to low, because I know nobody here is calling every single FSBO an expired. It's nearly impossible. So why not optimize and maximize? Good stuff.
Yep.
Okay, so there's one little strategy on the FSBOs. Next, who here is open again to work with high net worth, divorce, family law, and or probate estate planning attorneys? Who here is newly licensed again? Let me see. Okay, no pressure. There was a time where I didn't get that. Do you understand why we want to work with them?
No.
You don't? Okay. Does anybody want to help her out? What was your first name?
Lanaya.
Don't be ashamed. There's a time when I didn't know. Cool. Does anybody want to? Why would we want to work with divorce and probate attorneys?
Because they can refer high net worth people to us who are getting divorced.
Yeah. When you get divorced, most of the time when you have assets, they normally have to get sold, and somebody has to list the property, and the judge will normally actually, right? The judge and the attorneys will normally kind of decide who's going to do it. They're not just going to randomly go on like kellerwilliams.com or right. You have to kind of know them, right? And then probate. Are the kids keeping the property? Or are they selling it to get a Range Rover and a Birkin bag? Which one are they doing? Right?
Money, money, money.
Yeah, right? So does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, great. I want to make sure everybody get that? Okay, cool. Real estate investors, absentee owners, anybody working with them? Yeah? 1031 exchange, I'm not going to go too much. Yeah? What's FOMO? Who knows FOMO?
Fear of missing out.
Yeah, are they trying to write that out of the tax code? Yeah. Hashtag FOMO. I'd go talk to the people that are considering it. It's unlimited cap, and they want to cap it at 500. Would that be a big difference on a $20 million deal? Yes. Okay, cool. These are good. And then is it niche or niche here? I want to say niche. Yeah. So luxury relocation, right? People move in here from California, New York, and what? Chirac? Used to be Chicago. Yeah. Okay, cool. And all right, I got one. No mortgage, right? So is this pretty good? Is this a pretty good list of people that would do business right now, sell their house? Am I missing anything? Anything I should add? Pretty good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So if you stick with me here, here's what we're going to do. Talk about how to get deals from these areas. By the way, who wants to add 4 to 8 transactions a year? What's your name again, man?
Mine?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just scratching myself. Yeah, Nicholas.
Yeah, so you're great at math. So if we had 4 to 8 transactions of like 15 to 18K, that's...
15 to 18K, I mean, that's almost 120,000.
Yeah, anybody want, right? Just from picking up a few of these, yes?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Let's do it. Oh, there it is. I found it. Just kidding, I don't know. I guess I had it in 2 places here. So yeah, okay, anybody see this number up here? 10,000 for downsize? So what if you could get them to call you? Would this be good? Again, 2 transactions? Okay, cool. And what was the number here? Absentee, anybody see that one? Good Lord. 85,000, is that a good number? Yes? And luxury, so, and I put $1 million, so this is wrong, but there's at least what, 40,000? Good stuff? Like, does anybody think you should have their name, phone numbers, and emails?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think so too. Yes, for sure. I think it'd be easier. Who watches the Shark Tank? You like if you sell who sells scrub daddies? Lori or somebody, right? Is this you want a list? What if you had a list of every name, phone number, and email for people that wanted scrub daddies, and you emailed, right? Probably gonna make some money. Yes. So again, feel free to shoot me a text, and I will help a few of you if you guys would so choose. All right, cool. Let's keep rocking here. All right, so we'll skip that. Well, let's do this one. Who here thinks they can get 1% better at anything in life? Anybody? Yeah, 1%. Okay, cool. Did you know if you do that consistently every day, you know what the curve is? You actually would get 3,800% better. So everyone here agrees they can get 1% better? This is the curve right here. This is what I think the great, I just got back from LA, they were like honoring Kobe, RIP to Kobe, right? Him and MJ. I guess LeBron's okay too, kind of a prima donna though, anybody? Okay. Anyway, you know who they compare themselves to though? Themselves, right? So is anybody, so like, you might hear Nike is what? Just
do it.
Just do it. Ours is, are you ready to get exponential? Does anybody want to get exponential? Get on this curve here, yes? It's good? Okay. All right, so here's what we got. And who else like the attorneys again? Just one last time, hands up. Yeah? Okay, cool. So I get a FAQ, so I'm gonna hit this really quick. This is kind of fun. This one's pretty good too. Does anybody want to know the top 10 reasons to work with attorneys? I should have made them come up slowly. Do attorneys buy and sell real estate?
Yes.
Do they buy and sell expensive real estate?
Yes.
Can they refer you to people court ordered to buy and sell real estate?
Yes.
You think anybody's stupid enough to sue every judge in the country for the court ordered commission on the court ordered sale of a property?
No.
That's suicide. It's political suicide, if not get suicided, right? I'm gonna sue every judge. Get out of here. And who likes to have attorneys as friends in case you get sued? That'd be good. I think you should call attorneys all day. Change my mind. Is there any reason you shouldn't call attorneys all day? I don't know. Is that pretty good in this market at least? So let's have some fun. Who wants to know what type of attorneys to work with? Be good? Good. So who keeps the dog in divorce? Is this sad? Is this sad? Yeah, it's great marketing. I call that attorney, okay? You're a cheater, you spray paint your Porsche, Claire. Is that crazy? That's crazy good marketing. I would call that attorney, okay? Now, buy one divorce, get one half off? No, trashy. Look, I'm not making light of divorce either. I don't want people to get divorced. In fact, a lot of the agents I know that do divorce, was it that good? Oh my God, that's the best reaction ever. Is that fun? Okay. Listen, we can help these people out of crisis and make a lot of money. Who know? I know several agents making over $1 million a year just doing divorce. Could you put up with the stress of divorce? Or here, Dr. Dre, his attorney's Laura Wasser, she owns divorce.com. Could you put up with the stress of divorce listings for Dr. Dre's listing? One of my clients got an intro. Guess how? LinkedIn. Could you put up with the stress at that point? Also, there are ways to reach out to them via email. But I'm telling you, like my friend in Southern California, if you can just find somebody in common, that's your best way to get in. And almost no objections. I couldn't believe it. Good stuff? Okay. Here was an appointment. This was me setting an appointment live. I think this is the one we were looking for. Let's see if it's still there. Apparently not. That is on my social media. It's at Exponential. Oh, yes it is.
Hey, is this the famous attorney?
Hey, you sir?
Hey, awesome, man, awesome. Attorney referred me over to you, and actually just went to your website, so I see you're helping veterans. I think that's awesome. I just want to acknowledge you for that.
Okay, what's going on?
Yeah, you know Attorney, right?
Of course.
Yeah, so he's a good friend of mine. We used to share office space. He referred me and AJ Fernandez over. And AJ's a local real estate professional. What we were hoping to do, we met with another attorney friend of his as well. I don't know if you know him down in that, but okay, we had a really good meeting. AJ Fernandez, my business associate, we believe we can refer you probably some family law and maybe some other clients as well. And quite frankly, I'd love to hear more about what you're doing for veterans. We wouldn't be opposed to adding some value there as well. Just seeing if we might be able to schedule a 5 or 10 minute meeting in person just to introduce ourselves and see if we could maybe refer each other some business.
Sure, if you call my office number, which should be on the card, give it to you.
Yes.
And let them know that you spoke with me on the phone, that it's not just a cold call.
Okay.
And set up a time sometime next week, come there and sit down, we'll have a cup of coffee and chat.
Oh, that sounds great. I look forward to it. Thanks so much.
All right, man, don't work hard.
You likewise, man. Have a great day. Bye.
Who's ever sold anything on the telephone? Who's ever sold anything on the telephone? Anybody? Yeah. Scale of 1 to 10, was that like a 5? Just like seriously, that was pretty bad. Like we were packing up ready to go and I was totally off kilter. Why did it work? Because we had somebody in common we both knew. You can be a 5 out of 10 and still get that one. Is that good? Plus, who wants to cold call when they're like 92, right? Now, the next one that I got, this is AJ and Kissimmee. I mean, you could call him. There's some law firms that have a lot of attorneys. You ever heard of these? There's one in Orlando. Who's seen Succession on HBO? Yeah? I'm not Kendall Roy. But anyway, but it is a great show. So they do succession planning. Do poor people or rich people do succession planning? Rich. Wealthy, yes. Rich and wealthy people. So there's a group in Orlando that has 64 plus attorneys that do succession planning. They do everything, probate, estate. They don't do family law. Okay? So we actually, who wants to has anybody ever gotten the zombie deer in the headlight stare when you ask for referrals? Right? Even when you give memory joggers? Yes? So I don't want to gamble on this, so I reverse engineer it. So why don't we identify who here would want to work with the founding partner of that group? Seriously. Anybody? Yeah? Okay. So So I looked him up on LinkedIn. He has a huge network. We had a ton of connections in common. Most of which I didn't know, because just like you, I added a bunch of people I didn't know on LinkedIn in the beginning. Who should we be adding? Number one, vendors. Who thinks vendors could give us some more deals? We can help each other more, yes. So number one, vendors. Other local agents, probably not. There was one guy I know, and he's like a CFO. He knows hundreds of attorneys. Referred me to 0. And you know what I asked him? I said, hey man, do you know Bill? It would be socially awkward for him to say no, right? Wouldn't it be? Right? It'd be socially awkward. And who knows how to get anybody's cell phone on the planet? Okay, this guy's was scrubbed everywhere. He probably paid a lot. I couldn't find it. Guess how I got his cell phone? I asked my buddy, hey, do you have his contact card? Could you text it? Guess what was in there? His cell phone, right? So I finally got a hold of the guy. I was able to talk to him. He has more money than God and didn't really care to talk to me. But we led with value. We didn't come in on our hands and knees asking for listings. We actually came with a referral to a client that needed their services, right? So then he referred us to his department that does estate planning and probate, which is 7 attorneys. You would have thought, so pretend the founding partner of that company. So here, Ryan, if Gary Keller told me to, if I was like, hey, Gary Keller told me to call you, right? Would you put the white glove service on? We all would, wouldn't we? Because Uncle Gary's the man. So what I would say is the founding partner told her to take care of us, so she has. And there's 7 probate attorneys at once. Does everybody see how that's kind of valuable, right? But again, not cold calling, really. Have we heard sphere of influence? Have we heard referrals to nauseum? But what if you could reverse engineer and get the ones you want? Be good? Okay, cool. That's actually his team leader explaining that it's legit, because it is hard to believe. Okay, so anyway. All right, so let's land the airplane with 3 things. On your form here, you're gonna see the side that has the 3 secrets. So this one goes up top. That's the world's largest domino, 3 or 4 stories. So who here has a lot of big goals right now? A few of you? Okay, who's not gonna raise their hand no matter what? Got it? If that were all of your dreams and goals, I don't know that I can knock them over in an hour, half an hour. But I think we can knock one of these down, right? And eventually, can't that knock one of the big ones down, yes? So here's my domino statement here. I truly believe this. The fastest way to create exponential shifts in your mindset, skills, and results is actually going to be through exponential growth strategies, right? So you could write that down. I think it's easier to get 10 or 100 listings than one, because you have to chase one and then go chase the next one, yes? And I always mess this one up, so I recorded it. This one's perfect. It's 30 seconds. I'll explain it. Look, I believe the fastest way to create exponential shifts in your mindset, skills, results, and income and life is by using exponential growth strategies. Once you realize this, I believe you should go all in, okay? All your dreams and goals and visions, the life and relationships you want, the family, friends, and peer group you want, it's going to be enhanced and fueled by the results in our business life. Anything else? One of my mentors told me that once you learn this, Daniel, the exponential growth strategy is the best way to radically grow your business. You should go all in. Okay, cool. So, anybody else resonate with that? Like the rest of our life will be affected by our business life? Anybody guess who edited that, by the way? AI. Crazy? They do the words, they do all the music, that's crazy. Crazy times we live in, right? So, with that being said, I truly do believe that. So I'm gonna have to speed it up here, but we'll land the airplane with the best stuff. So here's what we got. Okay, cool. So yeah, remember how we said go all in? In case, what was your name again? In case you didn't know what that means, I'm gonna show you. You ready? You see how these 2 are not all in? You with me? They not all in? Are these 2 all in?
Oh, yeah.
They're all in. For sale by owner's not all in, right? He's gonna get a lower price, maybe get sued, stupid. Is this guy all in?
Absolutely.
And are these guys all in? Again, round of applause, round of applause. You gotta have some fun. You gotta have some fun. So look, here's what I believe. I believe you have the ability to go all in as well. When you do, I think you're actually gonna see this meme more often. Anybody wanna see the clear to close?
Absolutely.
Some of you are like, no, Daniel, commission check in hand is what I wanna see. Yes? Yes? Okay, cool,
Once it
good.
hits the bank.
What's that?
Once
Right.
it hits the bank.
Clear to close ain't what it used to be, huh? I know. All right, 3 secrets. You can write these down. Secret 1. I believe that the first secret to getting exponential real estate results is becoming an expert or having an exponential mindset. So you could just write down exponential mindset. Before you roll your eyes, if you don't believe that you can do, who here wants to make $250,000 or more in the next year? $500,000, $1 million? Yeah? If you don't believe it, you're not going to make it happen, right? I know, it's woo-woo and everything, but like, whatever, it's true. So by now, shouldn't you know that there are more efficient, effective ways than just calling the phone book all day, right? Okay, cool. Who's read any of Gary Keller's books? The One Millionaire Real Estate Agent, The One Thing? So anybody know Roger Bannister? Who's Roger Bannister? First guy to run a 4-minute mile. You may be asking, why is that a big deal? And I'll explain it to you. So throughout human history, in ancient Rome, people tied a bull behind somebody to motivate them to run a 4-minute mile. Spoiler alert, they died. Okay? So, but something amazing happened. On May 6, 1965, Roger Bannister did it. Became the first human ever to do it. What happened next? 46 days later, John Landy did it. Now high school and college students of every gender are running sub 4-minute miles. I don't think we evolved like the dinosaurs since the 60s. I don't think Gary does either. But once you see somebody do it, doesn't it make it more visceral? Believable? Are there people in here in this market center that have made probably $500,000, $1 million or more? Yes? It's very doable, right? There's the tall guy. He's coming. Who's going to see Tony again? So I worked for Tony for 5 years. He compared me to Roger Bannister. And then when I read Gary Keller's book, I was jumping up and down. I have one voicemail I saved my entire life. It's 10 seconds from Tony. Can I play it? Because it does plug into the story. Is that fair? Okay. My creative results for Tony compared me to Roger Bannister, you know, the first guy to run a 4-minute mile.
Daniel, it's Tony Robbins. I can't thank you enough for being my partner, brother. I'm just excited, really, really excited to see somebody just blow through that 4-minute mile and show people what's possible.
As you can probably guess I don't really run. But this is what I did. I set about 257 qualified appointments in about 99 days. So does that seem wild? Does that seem pretty good? If you had 30%, is that about 75 appointments in 99 days? Yeah. Would anybody take appointments with like 75 homeowners, 75 attorney groups, referral partners? Would you take it? Yeah? So anybody who's telling you that's not possible, they're either confused, right, or they're like, trying to sabotage you. Now, you might want to write this down too. I had a secret weapon. Secret one, I knew my reason why. We all have a big reason why? Can I share mine? I had my first son on the way. His name's Nikola, like Nikola Tesla. Can I do my 10-second dad brag? Let's do it. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. What can you do? You can do anything?
Yeah.
Can you say it in Espanol?
Yo puedo hacer cualquier cosa.
Dude, that's my dude. Is that awesome? When I was 5, I had no self-confidence. This child has too much. Is it easier to rein it in than it is to build it up?
Yeah.
Who here has children? You're thoroughly motivated. You know what I mean? Need Tony, do you? Right? Okay, cool. But that was my reason why. Do we all have one? Yeah? Okay, cool. That's the first secret. Secret 2, the rest of you will love because it's going to be exponential growth strategies, if you want to write that down. So we'll go rapid fire, 10 or 15 minutes, Ryan? We'll land the airplane? 8. Okay. Anybody see Tony Robbins on the TED Talk? He was the only person ever to get extra time. I'll see what I can do. Let's call this exponential cloning. Look, who here has heard of Alex or Layla Hermosi? One person. Okay, I know. They're new. They went from 0 to a couple $100 million in 7 years. Is that pretty fantastic? So very rarely does somebody come up that I think has some good information. But what he's focused on right now, he's like, you have to get more done in less time. Whether it's using, Gary Keller says your first 2 hires should be admins, right? So that's helping you leverage more time. AI could help you leverage more time, or systems, strategies, or having a referral partner that sends you business instead of cold calling all day. Yes? Okay, cool. So let's hit these strategies really quick. We'll land the airplane. So let's go. First of all, this is Mike Chow on the Mike Chow team, super slacker. Just kidding. Mike's my buddy. He's a rock star. He's doing video reviews, and he's doing very well. If you want a no-cost way to grow your business and differentiate, video reviews. He used to get listings from his Google, Yahoo, or Google, Realtor, and Zillow reviews. But now we actually have about 30 video reviews. Anybody like to have those? Yeah, reach out to me. I can go over that with you. That's pretty simple. The next one is going to be, look, if you're on LinkedIn, all you have to do is like a custom search, and you're going to find all the people that you're looking for, right? Especially for in this market, like divorce and probate attorneys. Look, LinkedIn is like a referral generating machine, okay? And it's part of like an exponential growth strategy. Here's why. LinkedIn will allow you, again, if you want to connect with me on LinkedIn, you can go ahead and hit that one. That's fine, that QR code up there. My network's pretty decent. But you can add up to 30,000 people on LinkedIn. But listen, I'm telling you, I'd rather have 30,000 on LinkedIn than on TikTok like any day of the week. because wealthy people are on LinkedIn, like they're not on TikTok. They might be on the other platforms, but here's the other thing. Like say a criminal law attorney, they're not gonna be on Facebook, they're not gonna be on TikTok. They almost have to be on LinkedIn because their law firm will kind of make them do it. Ask me how I know. I was working with a law firm and they told me they have to set them up for everyone. The other one here is anybody like any of the referral partners on this list? Okay? You can get meetings with an endless amount of them, right? From pro athletes to, right? What's your favorite team here?
The Rays.
Rays?
They're coming up. The Lightning.
There you go, right? They gotta buy and sell houses, right? Any of these other ones, divorce, probate attorneys, our vendors. What were our vendors today?
Insurance agents.
Insurance, yeah. Look, your insurance agent, you're gonna look up a FSBO, an expired, a luxury home, and one of your vendors is gonna know them. Are you gonna cold call them or get an intro from your vendor? I'll take the vendor, and then you're probably gonna use your vendor for that service, right? All right, so let's land the airplane here. Anybody doing any social media videos? I'm not a big fan. Oh, you are? Yes? What are you doing?
Oh, well, I have some.
Yes, but you're recording them?
I'm terrible at it.
Yeah. You know what? I don't love public speaking or social media. You're like, what? You know what I hate more? Being super poor. So it's just right? It's just what we got right now but like in today's day and age, it is amazing what we can do. All right, let's land the airplane here. I think you have this program or prop stream or somebody said some other ones. So does everyone have a favorite lead source? You kind of have to have one, right? We all listings focused? Yeah? If not, there's classes for you. It has 12 steps. Just let me know one for you. One of us? Okay. So listen, even when you pull a list, Margarita, since you're so amazing and smart, what's your favorite one from this list here? Downsize, attorney, probate.
I'm luxury.
Luxury? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So if you pulled the list of luxury homeowners, it comes out like this. Do you drink alcohol?
I try not to.
Okay, but this would make you want to drink alcohol? That's pretty bad. So what we want to do is take this list here and turn it into something more like this. And yes, Ryan, we would upload to command. No worries. But would everybody like the right cell phone for everyone? Let's be real, nobody picks up their cell phone. I have a few strategies to get them to do it. Here's another good one. Office phone. Anybody, right? Would that be good? Where would you get that? LinkedIn, probably. If someone has a luxury home, I couldn't believe this. And I call them during business hours, they pick up the phone. It's crazy. I think it's why they have a luxury home, maybe? I thought their assistant would, or the front desk. They pick it up all the time. Maybe that's why they have a luxury home, huh? Meanwhile, I called somebody in Brooklyn the other day, and I was like, "You do, luxury real estate in Brooklyn?" She's like, "Yeah, let me clean up my kitchen. I'll call you back." And I'm like, "Is that a good answer? Not a good answer, is it?" Okay, cool. Also, if we had their social media, would you love to have this information for every single client? It's very doable, so it's something we can support you with. Now, from there, I promised to get people to call you, right? You probably want that one. Let's go with this. Who here would like to have people that want to downsize calling them?
Downsize, yeah.
Yes? Okay, cool.
As long as they're,
They don't care as much about interest rates, probably. 2 transactions.
because they're gonna be paying cash from
Yes.
the sale of the property that they have.
Right? Isn't everyone complaining about interest rates?
Yes.
Is that a solution? Okay. So if you pull the list here, if you send this email, you can send this email to 10,000 people. 10,000 pieces of direct mail is like 5 to 10 grand. How much does it cost to send 10,000 emails? Almost nothing? Yeah? Okay? Half of them will open it. So you get the branding aspect and the direct response aspect. Now this one does better, and this one does the best. Okay? Now, if you email that to 10,000 people, you'll get a few inbound calls. Is that good? 1 or 2 will be Karens. I can't help that. I apologize, right? It's gonna happen. You'll get a few replies to the email, but if somebody opened that email like 8 to 16 times, which happens all the time, and they saw your face, because it's your email, would you call them and say, "Hey, just curious, did you get my email? Like, would anybody?" Because I can tell you from experience that people, like, they're not neurotic. Like, why would you open an email that many times? I don't know. The only thing I could come up with, a car that I wanted, a Christmas present I'm buying, right? Why would you? We don't open our email 16 times, do we? Right? So is that good? Inbound calls, inbound emails, or you'll know who to call. This is an email you can send to whoever expired. There's about 1,000 expireds in Tampa in the last year, I think. Tampa Bay. So what if you could send an email and get a reply in a listing appointment? Would that be good? Yeah? So that can happen. We have them for different categories. So we'll land the airplane here, as well as with attorneys. And I'd be happy to help anybody get set up. So secret 3 is this. This needs to be easy to execute. I went quickly just to make sure we hit everything, but here's your 3 options. Option 1, you can DIY, right? But we all know how that can end up sometimes. Option 2 is done with you. Look, your PC coach, right? You know, whoever, but like, right, do it with somebody that can help you save time, right? Third is like done for you, but it's definitely the fastest, most effective, most expensive. Yes? Okay, cool. We'll land the airplane. So yeah, like you have 2 choices: do nothing or take some massive action, right? Anybody want to get some results this year? Remember when you signed up to be an agent, you're like, I'm gonna make a ton of money and all this? So look, here's the formula. Don't gamble. You want to talk to people that need or want to sell. Do some basic, outreach, email, direct mail. LinkedIn is the easiest way. And then would you pick up those calls? Would you make a few of those calls even? Yes? Take that as a yes. So I'll leave you with this. This is pretty good. Mike Chow from the Mike Chow team. Who knows who Steve Wynn is? He built the Bellagio, the Wynn, the Encore. Yes? Okay, this is a good story to wrap it. So Mike Chow creates raving fan clients, okay? He's one of the top real estate agents in the country. In fact, every time that he goes to visit a client, he'll have some sort of drink, right? Creates raving fan clients. So this couple drove in from Southern California to Las Vegas. Has anybody ever made that drive? Yeah, it's fun if your AC keeps working. Yes, in the summertime. Okay. So this couple, the husband had diabetes. Does anybody know anybody with diabetes? Okay. Is that like fatal if you don't have your insulin? Potentially. Okay. So they're ready to drive from Vegas back to LA. Javier at the front desk, however, knows that they have a raving fan culture. So what happened was Javier said, "Hold on, do you have a housekeeper?" He looked at their car. He thought they might have a housekeeper. They said, "We do." He said, "When do you need your next dose?" And they were like, "By 8 a.m. It's like 6:30 p.m. He said, "I'll have it here by then." He called his brother, met the housekeeper. They must have a friend with a hypercar. Got it there by 7:30 in the morning. Is that a raving client experience? Yes. Now juxtaposition that to the Brooklyn Realtor or anybody that won't pick up the phone, won't return calls. You see the difference? It's like who saw Ed Milet a couple years ago, family reunion. Sometimes one more person can change your whole business, okay? So I think that you should give a raving client experience just like my buddy Mike Chow. So I'll leave you with this. Does anybody want some of these video reviews? Do you think that might differentiate you if you had several homeowners? Mm-hmm. Yep. So we help Mike get 30. So I teach my son, I'm like, look, if you want to get something, you need to try to give it more. He's like, I don't understand that. I'm like, if you want more smiles, smile more. You want to get punched in the face, go punch somebody in the face. Probably hit you back, right? So if it's cool, I'll land the airplane with a 60-second video. This is Mike Chow team and his video to me. I don't want you to think how cool it is that I am that he made this, but wouldn't it be cool if you had some of these? Yes? And by the way, just right at the end here, if you want to shoot me a text, you can do it right now, 407-693-6297. I can get you some additional resources, help you book some listing appointments, or help you with anything today. So my name is Daniel Fleshman. The training is Exponential Real Estate Results, and we are Exponential Business Coaching. Thank you so much, and I'll just get this. We'll get this video up, and we'll let Ryan take back over. Thank you.
Honestly, we get calls all the time for coaches and trainers and leads, marketing. We get a bunch of calls every single day. Working with Daniel has been fantastic. He goes above and beyond for not just the team, but every individual on the team. We talked about mostly using LinkedIn, but we lead generated. So a lot of coaches they're just kind of coaching you and how to do it, but we're actually doing it as a team. With Daniel, we created some email marketing campaigns that were effective. We actually did some lead generation and prospecting. We got introductions to probate, estate, and divorce attorneys. Helped us solve some of the biggest problems in our business. We're working towards exponential results.
Okay, I forgot one thing. Listen, if nothing else, just remember that 1% improvement per day can literally get you exponential results. Again, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.